every day on Channel 2 Action News.
It's called trisomy 21, but most of us know it as Down syndrome, a condition that results from having an extra copy of chromosome 21. Normally, a fertilized egg has 23 pairs of chromosomes. Down syndrome is not a condition that can be cured, but early intervention is key, and that's why the work of one Atlanta woman is so important. When Marnie Playa and Carolina Panilla arrive at Gigi's Playhouse with little ones in tow, it's never ever a pit stop.
Hi, Marnie. Hi, Carolina. Hi, Ruby. Good morning. Hi, Miss Ruby. Say hi.
Gigi's is not meant to be a drop-off center where parents come and the kids stay and then they come back later and get them. When we come here, when we as parents come here, we come to experience everything that Gigi's has to offer, not only for the child, but for the family. We have a unique experience with Gigi's because when I was pregnant with Ruby, we were fortunate to live in Chicago, which is where Gigi's was started. And I was able to go and meet Gigi while I was pregnant with Ruby and Gigi's mom, Nancy Jony, and I got to visit the playhouse there and see those children and those families and see that these children are just perfect.
Adrienne Mulligan had come to a similar conclusion just a year or so earlier, following the birth of her daughter, Sarah Kate, and her own visit to the original Gigi's Playhouse in Chicago.
I found Gigi's Playhouse, and I thought, I have a message I want to get to everybody in the world with a family member with trisomy 21, and this is going to be the fastest vehicle, because it's not just knowledge, it's practice. It's a place to be, to find a booster rocket for your education, your therapies that you need to get a normal, independent life.
And because there was no such place like Gigi's in Atlanta, Mulligan began her mission to open what is now the first Gigi's Playhouse in the Southeast.
Who is that tea for? For you. Yeah. Oh, and then you drink and eat. Delicious.
The moment we opened our doors, we had 100 volunteers practically within some days. And 7 days a week, many hours of the day, we have multiple volunteers coming in just to give back. And I'm just so blown away by it. And I can only write it off to the American spirit.
A spirit that ensures all 135 families who walk through the doors of Gigi's Playhouse are served.
It's free. Gigi's is free. We are blessed to, with great community support, community parent support, have a huge database of great volunteers who donate their time. Therapists will come in and teach classes for us, and they'll train other volunteers to help a child maybe who's learning to sit up or learning to walk and struggling a bit. And then we have volunteers who work in our literacy program who are going to help and teach the kids to read, and volunteers who work with open play. And then there's just volunteers who will just sit and talk to a new family or to a couple who've just found out that they're expecting a child with Down syndrome.
The passion comes from seeing the kids in any Gigi's. And you see the parents walk in and there's kind of a relief, like, oh good, we're here. And the children are jumping out of their skin and saying, the Playhouse! And they burst through the door. But really, when you hear about our successes, we have a 94% success rate in our literacy program, where kids who no way were going to be able to read and write as well as they do, or even on a level with their peers, are now doing so.
You know, I think our dreams for Ruby are our dreams for our other two children, that she lives a full, happy life and as independently as she can. And Gigi's gives us the tools to do that.
Good job, Ruby. Ready?
Gosh, what a wonderful addition to the Atlanta community. But to reach every child with Down syndrome, organizers say 8 more Gigi's Playhouses are needed, and the goal is to open 3 more playhouses over the next 3 years. So here's how you can help. Visit gigiplayhouse.org. With that, we're out of time for today, but if you'd like